If any numbers come to mind, just let me know. $100,000.
No matter what, right?
Well, no.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll jump off that bridge. The correct answer, you're going to get back 50. Okay. So it's not guaranteed.
So Whoopi's
But you are about to get a look at a question worth $250,000. $250,000 for one question.
I hope she gets better because I have a lasagna in my freezer just waiting for her. I do.
Shared that lasagna.
I do. She loves it. So did you ever wonder why your kid can't get into an Ivy League school even though they have straight A's and great SAT scores? Did you ever think about that? Well, this could have something to do with it. College Counseling Service leader William Singer was just arrested as the ringleader of the biggest college admission scam ever. He allegedly helped the rich and powerful, including actresses like Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, get their kids into Ivy League schools through bribes, cheating on entrance exams, faking disabilities, and doctoring photos of kids playing sports. Now, everyone is shocked by this.
Lamborghini, Porsche.
But, I mean, are you surprised?
When you look
I'm
at these
not that
modern
surprised.
logos,
I'm surprised they caught them, that's all.
Isn't that the sad part, though? Like, when this broke yesterday, I was like, oh, shocking. Like, this is what I think we all knew was going on. I'm just thrilled that a spotlight is being put on it.
Yeah.
Because if this is one operation, but it does make you wonder how many others there are and how many other parents are paying off for their kids to get in through sports or someone taking their exams for them or whatever it is. I do want to mention that William H. Macy, Felicity Huffman's husband, is not charged in this. But what was also interesting is it wasn't just the parents. There were 9 coaches at elite schools, 2 SAT and ACT exam administrators, 1 exam proctor, a college administrator. So it expands beyond just the parents. They have to work with these schools to get paid in return in some way, which also makes it just even worse.
Well, I was shocked. I was shocked to learn that I could have gone to, if my parents had had enough money, I could have gone to school pretending I was a gymnast. Yeah, that was shocking. But
Uncle Corbett.
Listen, you know, I was a fellow at,
I'm going to say Lamborghini,
at Harvard,
but I'm not.
at the Institute of Politics a few years ago. Not that I was a student. Even if my parents had $500,000, they still wouldn't have let me in. But there are so many black and brown kids and poor white kids in these schools who are told and made to feel like they don't belong there. There are people who go against affirmative action. They have, you know, filed lawsuits, have said that rich white people are getting, you know, poor them are getting discriminated. And damn it, to know that they are gaming the system this way and that the ones that don't belong there and don't deserve to be there and are paying to be there are these kids, not those kids, just angered me.
I know.
You know, that's how I felt too. We were texting each other, and for me, I thought, you know, how mediocre must you be if you have to game a system that disproportionately advantages you anyway. I mean, that's how I was, you know.
That's a good one.
You must really be mediocre if you have to game that system because you've got all the advantages of that system anyway.
But they don't want them to go to just any school.
Yeah, they want them to go to that school. And I think what was also shocking to me.
And what you're talking about by advantages are private schools, counselors, tutors, SAT courses.
You can pay for the best anyway. And I also thought, we know that people like Jared Kushner's family pays allegedly $2.5 million to get them in. We know the families that donate a wing to a building or donate a library. Well, that sometimes inures to the benefit of everyone. So I'm thinking, well, you donated the library, your kid got into Harvard. Okay, my kid's sitting in the library now. I may not be bothered, but this is fraud. This is someone taking the exam for your kid. This is very, very different, and that sickened me. And the athletic part really sickened me because you all know, you know, my kid is the 3-sport athlete. I've been the mom that has seen him sitting in the Epsom salt bath all night. I've been the mom that, you know, wakes him up at 4 o'clock in the morning because he's going to swim practice at 5:30 when his friends are still in bed. I've been the mom where, you know, he's got to leave our summer vacation because he's got preseason football. And these parents are superimposing their kids' faces on my kid's face. I mean, that's ridiculous.
But Sonny, your kid's going to go to Harvard or Princeton, and he's going to finish. These kids are going to go 6 months, and then they're going to get kicked out.
Well, I don't know. A lot of those kids have graduated.
Well, how did they do that? Is somebody writing their papers for 4 years?
We don't have that much time left, and I just want to get one thing in really quick. First of all, what you're saying about Harvard, there's actually a huge scandal right now that they were accused of letting in too many Asian students. Google this. Even though they qualified, obviously, for whatever, but they didn't want a disproportionate amount of Asian students at Harvard University. Okay, for me specifically, not everything is about my family. I know. I read my tweets. I know what you guys are saying. But Aunt Becky's husband talked crap about ASU, okay? And at Arizona State University is where the McCain Institute for International Leadership is partnershipped with ASU, where they find students, identify, develop, and train a global network of character-driven leaders that I have the luxury to be a part of that institute. And it was chosen because ASU is a premier educational system as well. And maybe it isn't as good from some people, Hollywood elite's perspective as Harvard and Yale. But let me tell you something. ASU has the president, Michael Crow, who is an incredible president, who's been doing incredible things for a long time. And they clapped back and said, ASU has no comment on glib, uninformed remarks, but underlying this is something important that deserves attention. Some universities have decided the most important thing they can do is turn away deserving qualified applicants just so they can seem more exclusive. So I'm just saying, finally, I'm very proud to have my family's name attached to ASU. It's an incredible, incredible, incredible college. And Aunt Becky's husband, or whatever the hell you are, I have no idea who you were till yesterday, sorry. Your kid probably wouldn't have been good enough to have even gotten into ASU.
And I want Becky with the good hair to go to jail.
Well, that's the thing.
Can I just mention legacy admissions for a second?
Not enough Asian students got in. I'm getting it correct. Not enough Asian students were let in by Harvard because they were Asian.
Okay, there's such a thing as legacy admissions, which means if your parents went to Brown or Harvard or you know, UP, you can go. But it's interesting because the idea of legacy admissions is racist in nature, and I'll tell you why. It started in the 20s to keep out upwardly mobile immigrants who had started pushing for admission to elite schools.
Yeah.
And I think that that is a very, very bad system. Legacy. Why should your kid get in because you got in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I will say is
when it comes to I didn't have any. I was the first person in my whole family to go to college.
Military academies, my family goes back generations at the Naval Academy, and that's service to your country. So I would push back in that part of it because my grandfather, great grandfather, my brothers, they all served their country.
Yeah, but if you don't have the grades, why should you?
They did have the grades. My brother did, but I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of the fact that my family's legacy is at the Naval Academy. My father's buried there.
I'm not talking about your family. I'm talking about
legacy.
I'm talking about the policy of where legacy admissions came from.
I'm very proud of my family's legacy at the Naval Academy.
And Jews probably out of the colleges.
Well, let me say
that's what it's about.
Yeah, just one quick thing.
I gotta go.
Should they go to? My question is, will these parents go to jail? I mean, the U.S. Attorney said that there shouldn't be disparate treatment. I wonder, is the American public ready for these parents going to jail?
There are parents who are in jail for food stamp fraud. And there are parents who are in jail for welfare fraud. And there are parents who are in jail because they pretended that they lived in another district.
We have to go.
You know, if they're in jail, these parents.
Anna, I'm going to put you in jail. Coming up. I mean, we're going to talk also. There's so much news. Why haven't those Boeing planes been grounded in the United States? That's another question. We'll talk about that when we come back. And why is Mitt Romney blowing out candles one at a time?
motto, born to run. The former Texas congressman says he's answering the call to jump into the presidential race.
I'm running to serve you as the next president of the United States of America.
How does this change the game for Democrats? Flights canceled. The president grounds the plane model involved in 2 deadly crashes. The new evidence that turned the tide. Aidy Bryant talks about battling body shamers on her buzzed-about new series, Shrill, and spoofing Megan on SNL.
What are you feeling right now?
I am...
Because I would be hurt.
The House of Hot Topics is in session with Whoopi, Abby Huntsman, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, Meghan McCain, and Anna Navarro. Now, let's get things started.
Wow. Okay, it's not a rock concert. And Whoopi is still on the mend. We're hoping she'll be back here soon, maybe next week. We'll see. Hurry back, Whoopi, and get well. That Brian kept his big bazoo shut for once in his life. No one told us a thing.
What we're doing? Seriously? You can never leave me again. Ever. You cannot leave this show. We missed you so much.
We are shocked personally.
This show never keeps secrets.
I come next week. So, Whoopi, how are you feeling?
This is my first foray out. Yeah. I am, I'm not there yet. I know that. But the only way it's going to get better is if I begin. So this is my beginning. So I thought, yeah, right. Makeup helps. Makeup helps. So I still have a cough. And that's the last thing to go, apparently. Okay. But over the next week and a half, I will start to be here more often. But I wanted the first foray to come see y'all because I really kind of missed y'all.
Oh, we missed you too. Every day we talk about how you're on the mend and coming back soon. And
we've missed you so much.
My favorite thing of
everything. She almost went into labor just now.
I went into labor.
No, we did say David, you did joke about that.
It's sad that some people have no sense of humor.
Well, they did. I thought it was just, I was like, no. Eggs are gone. Yeah.
You look great.
I think you lost weight.
No, I'm the only person who can go into the hospital for 3 weeks and put weight on.
Did you really?
Yes.
Well, you're sitting, yes, I can't tell.
Yeah, you can.
Will you share?
Can you say really, though, how scary this medical emergency was? I mean, it was very, very serious.
Yeah, it was as... real, there's death, and here's me.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
And so this is stuff that, really for everybody, you think you can push through because you got a little cold, you say, I'm going to just keep going. And you think because you've healed quick before that something crazy can't happen. Well, it can. At double pneumonia and sepsis. And so they had to keep...
Sepsis is dangerous.
Sepsis and double pneumonia will also kill you.
Yeah.
And so they had to pump a lot of stuff out of me. So, this is a cautionary tale for all of us.
Right.
You must really take care of yourself because there's little tiny stuff out there that will kill you that you never think of. Puffy's wife
Died of this.
went from pneumonia. And yes, I mean, there are so many.
When did you know then? Because you were here and you had a cough for weeks.
When I went to the hospital, when they took me to the hospital and the guy said to me, what color is that? Talking about my face, because I was some weird color. And he touched me and said, this is not good. He put the thing in, he's like, 102.
Yeah.
That's not good.
How did you know something was wrong? Because you called.
I called, so I live in the middle of nowhere, where I really like, and no one was home. And so I called my work partner, Tom, and I said, I think I have to go to the hospital. Now, he's in New York. He was here. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, I think you should call the ambulance for me. He said, I'm in New York right now. I was like, yeah. And so he called the ambulance, and then we called Karen, and then my granddaughter came, and all kinds of stuff. And
Karen is
makeup.
Wait, okay, you got to tell the story about Karen.
So Karen is called, and she literally leaps out of bed. Now, Karen is always Karen.
Yeah. Done.
Okay? Karen.
Done.
She's a glamorous makeup artist.
I tell you that she leapt out of the bed, because she leapt out of the bed, got in the car. I don't even know what she had on. She came to my house. They get me to the hospital. The doctors are trying to get blood out of me. They're doing all kind of stuff, and I hear...
Putting makeup on you?
And I say, Karen, because she's in the next cubicle because they've separated. I said, Karen. She said, what, baby, you okay? I said, are you putting on your makeup and lashes? She said, yes, baby, because... No, she said, no, because, I got a donut on my car, and if the police stop me, I got to look good. I mean, it was a lot.
That's funny.
Can you share what the doctor said about your X-ray?
Which one?
The X-ray that he had never seen that before on.
Yeah. So, when you look at an X-ray, you see your lungs and stuff. And on the one he looked at, there was a really good-looking lung and really clear, like, I'm a lung. And then there was, like, this other thing where you should be able to see the diaphragm. There's nothing but white, which meant there was stuff in there.
Wow.
So this was, like, really bad.
Was that the scariest moment when looking back? Was that
the scariest moment was hearing my doctor say to me, you do realize how close to death you were.
Yeah.
That was like, no, actually, I hadn't thought of it.
Yeah.
He said, well, you need to think of it. Yeah. You need to be really clear about what this
coughing.
is.
Even when
November.
From November, she had been coughing and
What's
coughing.
What's your prognosis right now?
Prognosis is I'm not supposed to be here, but I got permission.
What are you supposed to be doing? Stay in bed?
No, not in bed. You need to just be upright and not be around a whole bunch of folks.
Right.
Because you're...
Oh, good.
Hello.
Great.
Shall we empty the house?
No, because you're suddenly now, my immune system is compromised. Yeah. So I'm supposed to just like
ease back in,
and I will.
So you're going to come in next week at all? Do you think?
Yes, I'm going to probably try to come in Monday.
So tell me this: did folks recognize you when you were at the hospital?
So no. So here's the crazy thing. So people come and they're visiting.
Bye, Karen.
And one of the women that comes into the room recognizes this one, but she's not sure.
Yeah.
Were you? It was these two.
I was like,
and she's like,
we all went to visit you.
Yes, everybody went to visit, but on this day that she's talking about, this woman comes in and she's doing stuff in the room, and she says, you know, you look like that lady from The View.
yeah.
This one says, I hate that show. I don't watch that show. Those women talk too much. And she looks up and says, you look familiar too. She said, I don't know. I'm just me. I'm just me. Yeah.
I'm just a chicken farm.
And Candy is there.
Our EP.
The EP. And she starts to sort of shoot this little video of the woman saying, I like to watch that. She said, I love that little Meghan McCain. I love all the ladies. They're very nice. They're smart. Sometimes they get a little loud. This one, yeah, but they're too loud for me. It's too much for me. And the woman goes on and on and on.
Wait, and who did you say you were?
I said I was Whoopi's cousin or something.
Did she believe him?
Yes.
Oh, she did.
3 weeks. Yeah. You finally told her in the end.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see her again.
Oh.
Surprise. It was and I want to thank everybody. I want to thank TMZ for not trying to find me in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled that everybody kept the secret that I was in and that it was as bad as it was. You guys were great. They all came to see me at different times, and it was a little hard. It was kind of scary and scary for everybody. But I'm here, and I'm here to tell you, we got to make some changes in our plans. And I'm going to say this really quick because I know you got to go. Oh, got to go now.
Welcome back.
We're coming back with more from you. You want to hold the story?
Yeah, I'll hold the story.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, what will happen when the governor of California...
Home store. This is home.
What patients don't realize is what they eat and drink is likely acidic, and then what's happening is the weakening of enamel. Now is the perfect time for a toothpaste like the new Pronamel Repair. This toothpaste takes it to the next level. It takes minerals and it drives it deep into the tooth surface so that we can actively help repair weakened enamel. I do think dentists are going to want to recommend the new Pronamel Repair toothpaste. Such an easy answer, and it will do exactly what their patients need.
With Advil, you'll ask, what sore muscles? What pounding head? Advil is relief that's fast, strength that lasts. You'll ask, what pain? With Advil.
We all care about amazing taste. That's why we've been making the best mayonnaise for over 100 years. Hellmann's, we're on the side of food.
Who says being cheap is a good thing? We do. Cheapaware.com. There's nothing wrong with being cheap, with having fun, with saving money. So go ahead. Be smart. Be cool. Be cheap. Just download, click, or call and save on the best flights, hotels, cars, and more.
Cheapaware.com.
Go ahead. Be cheap.
A whole new way to care for newborns is born. Johnson's Cotton Touch Wash and Lotion, made with real cotton and enhances your gentle touch. A new soft, a new touch, a new gentle. Johnson's Cotton Touch. Choose gentle.
I want to get a bar put in over there. Do you know any good contractors? Yeah, I might. Nice! Give me a bunch of quotes, check the reviews, and verify the credentials and qualifications.
You can't expect your neighbors to do everything HomeAdvisor can. So just ask HomeAdvisor.
You eat healthy, take statins, but still struggle to lower your LDL bad cholesterol. You also have heart disease and fear a heart attack or stroke could strike without warning, pulling you away from everything you love. Because with high LDL, your risk of a heart attack or stroke is real. Now you can reduce that risk with Repatha. Repatha plus a statin dramatically lowers your LDL bad cholesterol by 63% and is proven to significantly drop your risk of having a devastating heart attack or stroke.
Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Repatha may cause serious allergic reactions. Signs include redness, severe rash or itching, swollen face or trouble breathing. Most common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
Don't let a heart attack or stroke come between you and everything you love. Tell your doctor you're ready to lower your LDL and reduce your risk for real with Repatha.
Pay no more than $5 per month with the Repatha copay card.
Drop everything.
Oh, really?
And raise your hand if you love.
It's the best idea I've ever heard.
First, on a tempting new grades.
I should go to my room.
Then, on a new Station 19. Fire's not the only thing getting hot. And a new For the People, straight from the headlines.
We're with Immigration and Customs. We're looking for a boy. You need to step aside.
No.
TGIT is all new tonight on ABC.
Hurry back, whooping. Get wet. We had no idea she was coming back. Apparently, Brian can keep a secret, which I was shocked to say.
Yeah. Shocking.
And we're so excited to have you back.
You guys look like a black and white cookie.
Ebony and Ivory.
That's right.
So, finish the story, if you will, of what you were saying.
So one of the things that I discovered, and I'm sure many people already know this, is that your insurance really doesn't do much for you. Mm-hmm. And the people who are saying no to you in insurance are not doctors. They are people who are looking at algorithms and things. Yeah. And it got me to thinking, why is it that I've been paying insurance for almost 60 years and it hasn't rolled over? You know what I mean? Who told them they could use that money when I wasn't using it? So I kind of feel like this is something that, you know, I don't know, some of those freshmen want to hook their fingers into something, hook their teeth into something, because I feel like if you're paying into your insurance, that money should roll over until you need it. Until you need it. It's always, it should be your insurance policy. I don't understand. I know it's a business, and I I don't mind them taking a little bit, but I don't remember when they said, well, we're just going to keep all this money. Because people are busting their chops to pay this insurance.
Yeah. But don't they use the money also for other sick people? The money gets circulated for other sick
I don't
people.
know. I don't know what they do with it. I think they should sort of explain some of it. Because everybody pays it. Everybody who pays into insurance, you should have, some of that money should be sitting there for you in case you get really sick.
You know, but
I was lucky.
As you've had your issues with the insurance, and as I hear you talk, I can only think of the people who haven't had insurance.
That's right.
And what it's like for them, knowing they don't have the resources.
Yeah.
Well, you can go to the poorhouse
very quickly. People go into financial ruin over one illness.
It's insane, and you think to yourself, well, I've been paying all this, and then I have to tell you this quick story. This lady came and she said, I'm your advocate. I said, okay. She said, because my doctor said you need this machine. If you do the machine and you do this breathing thing, you won't have to get this operation. I was like, great, let me do it. But you have to stay in the hospital because the machine is only here, but we'll try to get it to your house. So I said, okay. So I wait. I'm in the hospital an extra day, another extra day. I said, what's going on? I said, well, your insurance has said no to this. I said, well, can I lease it? Can I rent it? She said, well, I really don't know. I was like, well, this can't be the first time somebody has come in with this. What are you talking about? So then it turns out my doctor wants me to get a very specific machine, which the advocate is trying to give me a different machine. Okay? She's trying to get me something different. So I say, listen, I have to advocate for myself because clearly you are taking your cue from somebody who doesn't know what the doctor is telling me to do. Why would he lie? It's not like he's making money on it. So if the doctor says this is what you need, I feel like you should listen to the doctor.
Yes.
The insurance people should listen to the doctor. They're not there to spend your money. They're there to cure the people who are ill. These are things that we have the power to take care of. This is us. This is us. So this is my new mission. I want my money. Tell me where you're putting my money. If you're putting my money in places that I'm comfortable, okay, but 60 years of insurance money, and you telling me I can't get this machine? Bitch, I can buy the machine. You know? You could have bought the machine. But, you know what I mean? But if people need it and the doctor says you need it, I think doctors should not be on insurance boards. That's, to me, is a conflict of interest. Doctors don't belong on insurance boards because doctors' job is to do no harm. When insurance denies your child or your mother or your aunt something, they are doing harm. Y'all have to be the advocate for yourself. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
By the way, how's the cat doing? About him a lot through this process.
Oliver, your cat.
I will send you all privately a picture that I took of how Oliver dealt with the fact. Hey, I came home, I was sitting in a chair, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, I'm petting him, and there's like a little cat fart, and I think, oh, I know that smell. But then I look at him, and he's like this. And my mind is saying, well, why is he hunching? He doesn't usually hunch unless he's about to, oh, no. He pooped in my lap.
Oh, no. Ew. That's a welcome home.
Angry.
That's his way of saying I love you.
So, do you all mind if I wrap up my time with you? I just want to come and see you.
You welcome home. You are the first lady of The View. And we miss you deeply. And I am so happy you are okay.
We all are very happy to have you back.
We are all the first ladies. Thank you.
Well, your hair is damn good.
You look great.
And also, next week when you come back, let me say this, there's a lasagna waiting for you.
Yes. We'll be right back.
If you have moderate to severe, follow you around. That's why there's Illumia. With just 2 doses, a majority of people were clear or almost clear. And over time, even more people were clear or almost clear, all with dosing 4 times a year after 2 initial doses. Plus, Illumia is shown to have...
everything you could, Maya.
The body of the girlfriend of Sevy Johnson was found 5 days ago.
He did it again.
We're gonna put him away this time. We're good.
You're never gonna get me.
Miss me?
The Fix. Series premiere Monday at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Months of teasing and foreplay, Whoopi came back. No, former Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke finally said he's going for it. Watch.
Amy and I are happy to share with you that I'm running to serve you as the next president of the United States of America. This is a defining moment of truth for this country and for every single one of us. The challenges that we face right now, the interconnected crises in our economy, our democracy, and our climate have never been greater. And they will either consume us or they will afford us the greatest opportunity to unleash the genius of the United States of America.
I'm a little unnerved by the way his wife looks at him. It's like the same way Trump looks at Putin, you know? that adoring, Nancy Reagan had it, you know. Yeah. They were. So there are 13 Democratic candidates officially running and 3 who are looking into it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Beto? Just one point when we was talking about health care. He believes in health care for everybody, but he doesn't believe in single payer. Yeah. So I presume that means extending Obamacare. Am I right?
Well, or a dual system. He believes you can have a private insurance system and also perhaps have a government-run system as well.
But I think he's seeing that the candidates that you've mentioned, a lot of them have moved a little bit more progressive on something like healthcare, for example, that he sees more of a lane for him. I think Biden may take that. He should be concerned if Biden jumps in. Where he can, because in Iowa right now, he is campaigning, and I think it's 8 districts that were won by Obama and then won by Trump. So in his mind, it's how do I capture the swing vote? How do I capture not just Democrats, but people that I can bring over from Trump? The article, full disclosure here, when my dad announced right after he did it, Annie Leibovitz spread, which is what he did in Vogue, and that was probably the worst decision that my dad made running for president, because you're appealing to the elite media when people in Iowa are not waking up and reading Vogue. They're not waking up and reading Vanity Fair. And I hope he has better success than our family had.
But I do think, I agree with her. I think it looks a little too polished, a little too contrived, too scripted, a little too perfect. You know, every hair out of place, the perfect dog.
It's so insulting to the people in the middle of the country. But we're supposed to put in fishing and tackling. I mean, it's insulting.
Well,
they read Vanity Fair.
I love fishing and tackling.
But they read Vanity Fair in Iowa, too.
They do, but they care more. There's adages in politics that still haven't changed even in the Trump years, and one of it is always start local and then go national. He should be at the Des Moines Register, the Concord Monitor in New Hampshire. He should be doing local press.
I'm sure he will.
With local. But when you blast it out, I'm the Vanity Fair cover. By the way, I would like to show Marco Rubio on Time Magazine's cover as the savior in 2013, and Elizabeth Warren, a New York Magazine front runner. These things I'm very superstitious about things like this. You want to come out blasting that you're out front first. We all know how it ended up working for Marco Rubio, and Elizabeth Warren ain't polling too well right now.
I'm just thrilled that there are so many people that are willing to serve our country. I want to hear more. I want to hear more from everyone, and I'm thrilled that people are willing to take on a disaster of administration.
There's going to be a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of variety, a lot of attention, a lot of media coverage. I think it's going to be a fun primary for Democrats.
And I think Beto O'Rourke should come on The View. We'll be right back.
Me too.
The View would like to thank Apple and Eve for providing our entire studio audience with a bottle of their delicious juice.
Okay, I'll admit I didn't keep my place as clean as I would like because I'm way too busy. Who's got the time to chase around dirt, dust, and hair? So now, I use heavy-duty Swiffer sweeper and dusters. For hard-to-reach places, Duster makes it easy to clean. It captures dust in one swipe. Ha! Gotcha! And Sweeper heavy-duty cloths lock away twice as much dirt and dust. They get stuff deep in the grooves other tools can miss. You know what? My place is a lot cleaner now. Stop cleaning. Start Swiffering.
They say we're too grown for fun. We say playful's never done. Don't fight the feeling, just let it flow. Stack it up, rack it up, let it go. I got a secret the world should know. Let's stay playful, Oreo.
Gentle means everything. So we improved everything. We used 50% fewer ingredients. added one-handed pumps, and beat the top safety standards. Johnson's. Choose gentle.
As a photographer, I have to be focused on my clients. I had a real bad toothache. It was just kicking, pounding. It was driving me crazy. Orajel was a solution for me. I applied it, gone, totally gone. Orajel got rid of the pain. I was able to focus on my photo shoot and bring out the best out of my clients.
Ashley Home Store's anniversary mattress sale starts right now. For a limited time only, get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley Sleep, Sealy, and Beauty Rest mattresses. Come celebrate with us and shop America's #1 furniture and mattress store, Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury Bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying. No bunny knows Easter better than Cadbury.
TikTok, last chance to win $7,000 a week for life from Publishers Clearinghouse.
You guys are unbelievable! Oh my gosh!
Hurry, enter at PCH.com before it's too late. April 26th, you could win $7 grand a week for life.
My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but now I take Metamucil every day. It traps and removes the waste that weighs me down, so I feel lighter. Try Metamucil and begin to feel what lighter feels like.
I'm an ice cruncher, so I was excited about all new Colgate Total. It has sensitivity relief, so I don't have to give up doing what I love.
Are we lucky?
New Colgate Total. Do more for your whole mouth.
First they think you're crazy, then they fight you, and then you change the world.
If she had made this work, she would have been the next Steve Jobs.
The Dropout 2020, Friday night at 9, 8 Central on ABC.
Dive deep into Frisch's Big Boy. Explore seafood favorites every day, like our famous fish sandwich. Plunge into our hot seafood bar every Friday evening, including our limited-time seafood Alfredo. Crunch into a cod nugget basket. Savor popcorn shrimp, hush puppies, and more. All your seafood favorites, plus our new spicy tartar sauce, are here. Dive deep. Only at Frisch's Big Boy.
It's the anniversary mattress sale at Furniture Fair with no interest for 56 months or up to 15% off the lowest prices in town. Plus, get a $56 gift card and enter to win a free trip to Disney World for a limited time at Furniture Fair.
Do you ever think about days that seem normal? With atrial fibrillation, normal and routine mean everything. Kettering Health Network, Heart and Vascular Care, where every heart matters.
You've tried moisturizer after moisturizer, but one blows them all out of the water. Hydro Boost from Neutrogena, with hyaluronic acid to plump skin cells so it bounces back. Neutrogena.
Welcome back. So apparently, before we go to a topic, I just want to say that Trump, good for you for taking my advice about grounding those planes, because you did that.
Yeah.
I know you watch the show, so don't pretend you don't.
Exactly.
Okay, apparently men and women are on completely different schedules when it comes to sexy time. Studies found that women are most in the mood at 11:21 p.m. Exactly. For men, they want to do it at 7:54 a.m. To me, this is a good case for same-sex marriage, frankly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is good. That's true.
So what Frisky Brian over there says he sent Alexa a text, set all the alarm clocks to 11:21 p.m.
but what's your problem?
Well, my real question is, how does daylight savings time figure in?
God.
Unclear.
What do you think? It's really true. I mean,
when you're pregnant, you any time of day, or it's like either don't touch me or there's no in between.
Yeah.
But last night, for example, like women worry more, so I feel like we're just up. Like I have a hard time falling asleep, especially now. Last night I looked over, he's just snoring away. Not a worry in the world. I have my big pregnancy pillow between my legs. I got to get up to pee. I'm thinking about our dog.
That sounds so sexy.
It is very sexy. It is very sexy. But it is true about men, by the way. Early in the morning, I don't think anyone here can disagree with that one.
Because they're rested, so to speak.
Yeah. Honey, listen, I'm married to a 70-year-old Cuban. Whenever he's ready, I'm ready. Dime, papi.
All I I can tell you, thank you, Viagra.
Yeah. I guess it's tough for us.
You want me to say it to you in Spanish? Say, gracias.
Okay.
Gracias, Viagra.
I don't know.
All right, everyone. Okay.
7:54 a.m. I mean, I am actually a night owl, but my husband's a surgeon. I mean, he's at 7:54 a.m. He's at the hospital already.
That you
so
should
he's
worry about
feeling
that.
hot and bothered at the hospital already.
Oh, God. Here we go with the jealousy.
Oh, here we go.
No,
She's
annoyed.
ridiculous.
I think we should talk about Brian's sex life again. I think Brian's sex life. If I have to sit through this, so do you. Okay? Not talking about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, what about Brian and his wife?
We're moving on.
Your poor wife, Brian. What about you, Joy?
I can say get off of me any time of day.
No, wait, so you have a formula.
Yeah, what? Oh, I do.
Yes,
If you want to have a great sex life and you're married a long time and you're really sick of each other, but he still wants to do it usually more than you do. This is for the women. Totally empty stomach, martini in the afternoon at a hotel or a motel, even sleazier.
Yeah.
Because and don't eat. No eating.
I asked
so it goes
why
straight
no
to the blood.
food.
No food because you want that booze to go right to your head and other places.
So it sounds to me like you've hit upon a new diet.
Yeah.
It's intermittent fasting sex.
Well, because we're not always in the mood when they are. We just said this will put you in the zone.
I also asked why the hotel.
Well, you want to go to a new place. It's the same old bedroom. You get sick of it.
Joy, you've lost 8.5 pounds in the last
I have, yes.
How many martinis? How many martinis have you been drinking?
I'm just telling you, look, this is a year of experience. I've been through 2 husbands, a few boyfriends. This is what it is, okay? We'll be right back. Just listen to me.
Hi, I'm Lady Bryant here from my new show, Shrill, but who cares about that? Welcome back, Whoopi! Woo!
Yeah. We're doing karaoke later, and you're gonna sing.
Jamie, this is your house?
I know, it's not much, but it's home. Right, kids?
Kids.
You didn't tell me your friends were coming?
Oh, yeah.
This one is tiny, like a child.
Yeah, she is. Oh, but seriously, it's good to be surrounded by what matters most. A home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, sweetie, please, play for us.
Oh, no, I couldn't. Okay.
Oats have a soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which can help lower cholesterol when part of a heart-healthy diet. What's more, these oats have no artificial flavors, preservatives, or added colors. Now that's something to celebrate.
Now more than ever, don't miss all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks with a special 4-park Magic Select ticket.
Finally, something that works. Helped all my digestive problems.
My immune system says thank you.
People don't just say this about any probiotic. Culturelle promotes digestive balance and immune defense with the proven probiotic. It's #1 for a reason.
A migraine hope from Aimovig. To be there for the good and not so good. For the mundane, the awe-inspiring, the heart-racing, the heartbreaking. That's what life is all about. Showing up. Unless migraine steals your chance to say, I am here. We aim to change that. That's why we created Aimovig, a preventive treatment for migraine in adults. 1 dose once a month. Aimovig is proven to reduce the number of monthly migraine days. For some, that number can be cut in half or more. The most common side effects are pain, redness or swelling at the injection site, and constipation. It doesn't matter what each day brings, so long as you can say, I am here. Aim to be there more. Talk to your doctor about preventing migraine with Aimovig.
Crush hunger with Hot Pockets high-protein steak and cheddar. Stuffed with tender, juicy steak and 100% real cheddary cheese in a crispy, buttery crust. With 14 grams of protein, they're literally packed with deliciousness.
Hot Pockets! Ready to get positively radiant? Aveeno's Sheer Formula packed with pure soy evens tone and texture. So skin looks like this, and you feel like this. Aveeno Positively Radiant. Get skin happy.
Who do you think takes more pride in how they craft their orange juice? The corporate executives of Coke and Pepsi? Or the farmers of Florida's Natural? Only Florida's Natural is always made in Florida by Florida farmers. Great taste naturally.
I have a lot of hair, but it's thin.
I'm just a girl with thin hair, balding, and I'm not even that old.
My hair in the front, it's bald.
Now you can get full hair instantly with Topic Hair Building Fibers. The #1 instant solution for fine or thinning hair. Choose from 9 shades to match virtually any hair color. Get full hair instantly or get your money back, and we'll even ship it to you free. This special offer is only available by going to gettopic.com.
Next, new Steve.
I'm ready to have a child, but I don't want to be married.
It's time for another Hey Steve update. Did you meet a dude?
You were right. I did.
Next, Steve. Today at 4 on ABC 22.
Want to be part of the ABC 22 news team? Then chime in. When you see news happening, share your pictures and videos with us. Download the ABC 22 app, hit Explore, and then press Chime In.
My husband and I are quitting our jobs and we're moving to a farm in Nebraska.
Nebraska!
This will be fine.
Yeah.
Bless This Mess premieres Tuesday, April 16th on ABC.
Mr. President, I've got to be honest. This is only going to get way worse.
I like you, Sarah. You're a straight shooter. That's why you've outlasted Sean Spicer, Scaramucci, Bannon, Priebus, Gorka, Flynn, Yates, and Tom Price.
Thank you, sir. I think it's because folks listen to me because I'm no nonsense, but I'm all nonsense.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders is just one of the many characters Aidy Bryant plays to perfection on SNL. Now she's branching out as writer, producer, and star of the new Hulu series Shrill, where she learns to embrace her size, her smarts, and her sex life with a few awkward moments along the way. Watch.
Could I also get the morning after pill? I think it's called Step 2. Thank you. So do you sell more of the morning after pill in the morning, or is it kind of an all-day thing?
Hey, Nick, do we sell the morning after pill?
Oh, that's okay. We don't need to bother Nick. He's doing pill business. I'll just pay and this will be over.
She's funny. Please welcome Aidy Bryant. Welcome to the show. Very funny lady. You've been on SNL for what, 7 years now?
7 years.
Wow,
yeah.
that's a long time.
You're telling me.
Yeah. Yeah, because they eat up people over there.
Yeah.
You must be good.
Oh, well.
You also were nominated this year for an Emmy.
Yeah.
Yes. And I understand that you really scored a great seat between Justin Timberlake and Milo Ventimiglia.
What can I say? Who smells better?
Tough to. I was sniffing all around. I was like, soaking it all in.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh. I do what I have to.
I'm with you. I'm shocked that they killed him from This Is Us.
I know.
And now you and your BFF, Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
You often write together. You did skits together when she's still there. You do the funniest. She's hilarious also. The two of you are so funny ladies. How does that work out for the two of you writing together? How does that work?
I mean, it's great. We started together, so there's like a natural, we've been in the trenches together, so we love to write together and do sketches together because I always, we laugh at each other and that makes it harder to get through the sketches, but it's worth it.
Do you have to fight to get your sketches on, or is it really easy?
It's a fight. You know, but I mean, that's kind of part of what SNL is it is merit-based, you know? If you can write a good sketch, it'll get on. And I think that's like kind of a cool process.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lorne is the captain. He makes the decision.
And absolutely, and Captain, thank you.
Yeah, 80, I'm so excited you're here because we're both from Phoenix. We went to the same high school. I was 2 years older than you. 2 years above her. Xavier, what's up? Woo! 2 chicks on mainstream TV.
Hello.
You also impersonate me on SNL, and I loved it, by the way. I love this move. Yes. I loved it. I loved it. Oh, but when you impersonate people, do you ever worry they'll get mad?
Of course, yeah. That's the nightmare of it, I think. But you were very kind about it.
I wear them almost every day, so thank you for getting my clothes right.
I did what I could. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it is kind of scary, but I feel like you try to kind of just boil them down to like what's an interesting quality about them, and then kind of blow that up bigger and hope that they have a sense of humor about it, which you did, and thank you.
Did you ever get blowback?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there have been people who didn't like it. I've never heard anything from Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and so I just assume she loves it. Yeah,
right. Don't assume that. We'll stay with your SNL.
Yeah, okay.
Well, your new show on Hulu, Shrill, is hilarious. It's so funny, and it's based on the memoir by fat acceptance activist Lindy West. It's already been called one of the most body positive shows ever. Tell our audience about it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's based on this book by Lindy West, and her essays oftentimes are dealing with the topic of how often women get sidelined with obsessing over their bodies and hating themselves, essentially. And that, you know, we've all been taught for a long time that there's sort of one way to be, and if you're not that, then you're not worthy of a life that's full of things, and that you can't start your life until you're thin. That's the idea. And so Lindy, and what this book is about, is really getting to the point where you're like, I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to stop putting all my time and money and energy into trying to make my thighs smaller, and instead trying to go after my dreams. And that's what the show's about. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's so true.
Yeah.
And you say that some of the specific plot lines are based on some of your real life experiences.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a question. One of the plot lines has that a personal trainer going up to you and talking about that there's a skinny person trying to break free from in your body?
Yeah, so I mean, so in the first episode, there's a moment where a personal trainer kind of grabs my wrist and she's like, you're a small person underneath there. You're not meant to carry around all this extra weight. And that's something someone really said to me, and I think she was well-intentioned. I think she thought she was helping me, but that kind of tossed-off comment can be so hurtful. Yeah. And at least for me, I think for most of my life, I just sort of was like, thank you, yes. And I think part of what the show is about is trying to stop that sort of cycle and just feeling like, okay, I can stand up for myself, and I can say, that doesn't make me feel okay.
Let me give you a suggestion for you. Tell that personal trainer. Ooh. There's a fat person dying to come out of you. And she's starving.
Yeah. She's looking to have a little fun.
But listen, you in this new show, you talk about you've struggled with your weight your entire life. You know, I can relate. Sure. And you talk about reclaiming the word fat.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to think about it, but I know for myself, I spent most of my life living in fear that someone would call me fat, and so afraid of that label. And I think part of what Lindy's book really did for me was kind of reframe that and look at it as it's a descriptor, you know, and not a, you know, a slur. And that it's true, I'm fat, but I'm also smart and creative and funny and a good writer, and I'm talented.
And you're also very sexy. You own it in this show, and you show a lot of your body.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with that.
What did your parents think about that?
And wow, yeah. You know, I mean, my parents, I think they're incredibly proud of me, and they know that I've sort of pushed myself in this series, but there are sex scenes.
There are,
And, you know.
But you look good in it.
Thank you.
You do.
But
I was like, what's the big
I mean, the first thing they said was like, do you have to make the noises?
Silence would be worse.
Silence would be worse, or someone dubbing in to make noises for me would also to be bad. So yeah, but they're really proud. Yeah.
Another issue that you tackle is online trolls, online bullying. You actually quit Twitter, which I'm so impressed by that too.
Yeah.
How has cyberbullying affected you in real life?
Yeah, I mean, I think I sort of lived a quiet life on Twitter and was fine, and then I started playing Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and suddenly I was in this lightning storm, and I would get 50% of trolls saying, you know, you're a fat, ugly pig who shouldn't play this strong, independent woman, and half of them saying, you're too beautiful to play that fat, ugly, lying pig. And ultimately, I think it reduced both of us to our appearance, which is revolting and not okay. And I just started to feel like, why have this channel to receive these messages, you know? And if this is going to be a toxic place, I don't need to be in there.
Good girl.
Thank you.
And I bet you a lot of them are happy for your success.
Thank you.
And we're happy for your parents.
Thank you.
And our high school.
And we're happy for your high school.
Oh, yes.
So we love you. Thank you for coming. Aidy Bryant, all 6 episodes of Shrill stream tomorrow on Hulu, and we'll be right back.
The communal feast. Potluck. This parade of dishes will soon be yours to scrub. And they're not even yours. New and improved